Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. I know that Gameweek 38 is still ongoing and we have a lot of information yet to gather and a lot of results yet to see, but I wanted to start preparing for the upcoming Gameweek 38. For me it's going to be a free hit week, but I'm not going to present to you a free hit draft yet as I don't know who is fit, who is not. So this is a best team that is going to be utilized here, and this best team is going to be what my focus is going to be, and a simple draft that we're going to see and take a look at. So first of all, let's start by removing a lot of the players. Of course, we still have the Newcastle versus Arsenal game, which is pretty important, I would say, for the European tournament, because if Newcastle win, Arsenal are 2 points ahead of Aston Villa, Chelsea, and if City win against Bournemouth, they will be on the same points as them. So that would mean that Arsenal would have the possibility to go down, which is, yeah, it's interesting to say the least, but we need to see how the fixtures are going to go, and of course during the week I'm going to update you more and more. Looking at what the Gameweek 38 will present, I know that Bournemouth versus Leicester is going to be an interesting game, but both teams are playing for absolutely nothing, so I don't know if I'm going to stack it up there. Fulham Manchester City, once again pretty difficult to predict. Ipswich West Ham is a game where another good fixture for West Ham, but am I stacking it up on players from them? Probably not. Liverpool last home fixture, when they win the title, they would like to win. Crystal Palace play on Tuesday, the fixture. So yeah, I don't know. Several things I know. Aston Villa, I want to target them. Newcastle, I want to target them because their teams would play to the absolute maximum. No matter what the result is going to be here, Newcastle are playing. Arsenal, I think I'm going to stack it up on Arsenal also. Brentford might need to play for European spot if they defeat Forest in 37. Then we'll see Brentford. If Brighton defeat Liverpool in 37, we'll see Brighton participating here. So we have a lot of options as those teams are playing for something. Now, without further ado, let's stop tinkering left, right, and center what is going to happen. Let's start building a piece by piece. I know that this video is not ideal, but we need all results, and I wanted to have a simple preparation before that. So, as mentioned, Aston Villa and Newcastle are going to be the focus of my team as of now. Isaac immediately is in. I think that against Everton he would play to the absolute maximum. Of course, if they defeat Arsenal, their spot is going to be almost certain, I believe, depending on all other results. But let's say Isaac is in. In defense, I don't know what's the situation with Trippier. He is injured, so probably not going to utilize him. If they play once again 3 at the back, that would mean that a player like Gordon will have a possibility to put him in. I know that he did not play particularly well against Chelsea. If you look at Harvey Barnes, in a sense, he's playing 90 minutes left, right, and center, and I will be putting a midfielder from Newcastle. I will put now Barnes just to have him in my squad, and finally I will probably rely on Nick Pope to finish up my squad and have a starting proper goalkeeper. Aston Villa, now we move to them for sure. One forward is Ollie Watkins that I will take a look at. Konsa, after his amazing performance last night and after his goal, brilliant. Last 3 weeks he has reached the probably since Gameweek 28 he has reached the potential that we were all hoping for here, where he got nothing. So let's see how next year is going to start. But for now, Konsa is in, and finally it's going to be none other than Morgan Rogers to go here, as those teams will push to the maximum and they play teams that play for absolutely nothing. I know that I mentioned that Arsenal might need to win, but even if they don't, I think that they will be going full speed ahead against Southampton. So immediately that means that I would like a fullback. Timber is injured, so we don't know if he is playing. But let's say Ben White is not injured and Ben White plays. I would like to get Ben White. I think it's a good player to target. Gameweek 38. Solid performance. He has been increasing his minutes and he has a very high potential of some attacking return. Of course, the main man for Arsenal is Bukayo Saka. And here Bukayo Saka enters the frame also. Against Southampton, I don't know if he's going to be utilized well, if he's going to play, but they concede from the right side so many goals that it's impossible not to go for Saka, at least in my eyes. So that leaves us with one defender and two midfielders slash forwards to finalize the squad. I'll be preparing something of a sample of a bench boost. If you're looking to bench boost, or if you're looking to do something, Areola, a great player to have on that bench boost. I know it's Ipswich away, so that's perfect. Wan-Bissaka will be added in a second, but let's now scout for more players. Mbumu is someone that I would like to target. I don't know if the money will be enough for Salah, but I will try to fit him in. As last home fixture, I think he will be playing to the absolute maximum. Now, regarding Manchester City, they may lock it up this week, or they may lock it out. I don't think there is a possibility for them to lock it in this week, and against Fulham, I think that they will be playing full speed ahead. So if it's going to be either Salah or Haaland, I don't know who is more likely to get more points and to score, but let's start with Haaland for now. I can start with someone like Diaz in attack for Liverpool and just have a Liverpool player to finish up the season with him. And now I need players just to end up the season well. Chelsea need a point against Forest, so I think Enzo Fernandez will be a good addition to that squad. And now we need to be very safe with the defenders, as we don't have a lot of money. If we check defenders and if we go down bit by bit, let's see for cheap defenders. Collins is a nice shout. Someone else. Wan-Bissaka for the bench. And here the final guy can be absolutely anyone, and I would probably give it to Gvardiol. So Konsa, Gvardiol, and Ben White. So let's put White in first place. And now add whoever the hell I want. So Wan-Bissaka. And who did I remove? Just Collins. Yep. So something like that. I might not stack it upon too many Newcastle players and too many Aston Villa players. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Pope, Konsa, Gvardiol, White, 3 away fixtures, but they need results. Barnes, Luis Diaz, Saka and Rodgers, they need results. Isaac, Haaland and Watkins, again, they need results. Of course, Watkins can easily be dropped and just avoid Watkins and not care about Watkins. This will allow me to get someone from the other fixtures. For example, if we need a resounding victory from, let's say, Brighton, I can go and give it to Danny Welbeck. Oh, that's not Webster, sorry. Danny Welbeck. So yeah, something similar, something of the sort, but yeah, the outline is this. I need to focus on Newcastle. I need to focus on Villa, as they need to win. I need to focus on Arsenal, as they need to win. Also, City need to win, so I'll be focusing there. I'm missing some Chelsea players, so Gvardiol can easily be the star of last week, Cucurella. How many minutes Reece James played? He played 90 minutes, so I can go for Reece James for some vibes, or Cucurella to be safe. Something like that. And we have Pope, White, Cucurella and Konsa. Pretty solid, I would say. Barnes can be dropped, but for now it's here. Barnes, Luis Diaz, Saka, Rodgers, Welbeck, Haaland, Isaac. I think that's a good team, and with Enzo, Wan-Bissaka, Collins and Areola onto the bench. Bowen is missing, which is quite sad, but yeah, I just can replace Barnes with Bowen, but do I want to? Probably not. But yeah, we'll see. Mbumu is missing. I can get Mbumu here. Probably Mbumu is smarter than Barnes as his penalty taker. So yeah, Mbumu, Luis Diaz, Saka, Rodgers, that looks better. Welbeck, Haaland, Isaac. Welbeck can be improved. But yeah, White, Cucurella, Konsa. A lot of potential here. Of course, the lineups will be relying solely on what we need from the results to happen. Of course, my free hit draft will go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something around that. So I need to see results. I need to analyze them, maybe Thursday to final free hit draft. After we see the results on Monday, I may drop a video for Tuesday just to know what we need and what will happen. So yeah, for now, this is a draft. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like, share with your friends. Give me advice if you think I'm just not going to do amazingly with that draft. Or if I need some improvement somewhere, just mention it down in the comments. It would help me massively. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.